All right, so Steel City Interactive just released their brand new Dev Roundtable, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it. I'm a little bit late as far as seeing it. I'm having convos with some of the people that have seen it, and from what I've been hearing, they made some major improvements. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Let's get it.
What is going on, fight fans? We have another development update here from Steel City Interactive. We know that you've been wondering what's been happening since the .7 update, so we've gotten the team together to share what we've been working on and what you can expect next. Here with us, we have Ash Habib, the CEO and creative director, as well as Tom Miles, the studio lead here at Steel City Interactive. So, first question right off the bat. How did the .7 update go?
Yeah, 0.7 went really well. In general, fans really liked it. We've had a lot of new players, and a lot of existing players came back to play 0.7 as well. We got a lot of feedback, both positive and areas of improvement that we already knew that we wanted to work on, and we've taken a lot of that back.
All right, so at least they acknowledge the not so great comments, because there has been a theory that they only take heed of the positive comments and they kind of move away from the comments that may not be so pleasant. So at least they acknowledge that
To the team, and some of those areas that are known, like punch physics and areas of your defense, we know that overall balance has been an issue as well. So we weren't surprised with the comments and some of the feedback, but in general, really well, and it's really helped us kind of define some of the next steps that we wanted to take.
That fan input has been super critical during the early access period. What are we going to be doing with that feedback? What are we actually going to be presenting to them in this next update?
Early access is really important for us precisely for that reason. We want to continually improve the game. We've done that over the previous updates with, general balancing, introducing new features like the flat-footed movement, but the in-ring action, we felt like it's kind of missed the mark in certain spaces. So we've spent a lot of time now trying to rebalance and essentially make that part of the game feel much better. So yeah, we've been working really hard on improving these key areas. And heading towards our full release on console and PC. So whilst this feedback has been pretty invaluable,
bringing out Undisputed on PC, I don't know how I feel about that. And the reason why I don't know how to feel about that is because when the game first came out on PC, there was a lot of... Hold on. Can y'all hear this? Let me turn it off. Anyway, when the game first came out on PC, there was a lot of, hacking going on. And I don't know if it still is because I haven't played Undisputed in so long, but I do remember vividly that there was a lot of hacking going on in Undisputed. Now, I don't know if they have addressed this or since then addressed this, but that is something that they would definitely have to look into, especially bringing the game out on PC, because that's where, all of the hackers will be on. They will be on PC, and to fulfill PC players' needs, you gotta address some type of anti-cheat system in your game. Which also brings me to my next question: being that Undisputed will be on PC, will this open the doors for crossplay?
We've also got a new group of beta testers essentially that have been testing the latest version of the game, and we're delighted to say that it's had an overwhelmingly positive reaction to the changes that we've made. So yeah, we're looking forward to sharing that with you all.
That sounds fantastic. Let's talk about some of those changes.
Sure. So one of the areas we've been working on is just the way the punches look and how they feel in the game. And, based on the multitude of fighters we've got in the game, all the different punch sets, the move sets, we realized that, they're not all particularly polished. So we've gone back and reworked a number of punches so that they feel better, they land better, combinations kind of look smoother, and it just feels more of a fluid and dynamic
Okay,
game.
thank you. I don't know if that's a pop. Okay. We're getting into the nitty gritty. I don't know if that's a power, like a power straight or a power hook.
Kind of look smoother.
But that was one of the things that I needed them to do whenever it came to power punches, bro. Speed the power shots up. All of that, you cocking back, you throwing it like that. Like, please fix that. And they addressed that. I love that. Look how much of a difference that is. Look at how the hook is like he's throwing it lazily. I don't know if that's even a word, but look at how he's throwing. He just, like, come on, like that's not a real punch. Look at that.
They feel better, they land better, combinations kind of look smoother.
Versus this?
And it just feels more of a fluid.
That's like you trying to knock somebody. And look at how he turned. I'm sorry, I'm pausing it, but I gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Look at how he followed through, and that was something that we was also talking about as well. There is no follow through. There is no torque. There is no hip movement while you're throwing a punch. There is no follow through. It's just a straight up arm punch. It's coming from the shoulders. There is no oomph to the punch. And you can see, look. Matter of fact, I'm going to actually slow it down for y'all, actually. Let me put this on mute. Look at how he followed through everything. Hold on. Look, I'm too excited. But look at how he follows through. And then he goes back to his movement, right? Look. You see how he plants his feet? And you can actually see it's a power shot. He plants his feet and he follows through the punch. It's a follow through. He's following through it. His body, his hips is in alignment with the shot. So that way it's like a follow through. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a straight up arm punch. I love that. Thank you, SCI. That's what we're talking about. All right, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with some grease. God dang it. Hold on. There we go.
Rewarding. So there's been plenty of specific punches that, you know, we've been looking at where we felt one or two might be a little bit over.
Thank you. They fixed that. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's actually break this down. Hold on. Let's actually break this down. Hold on.
And, you know, ultimately more rewarding.
Be quiet. Let's break this down. All right. The body uppercut. Okay. I want to see, like, let me watch this one more time. I feel like it's the same animation. Just a little bit. Like, what's really the difference? Bro, I'm pressing every button, bro. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm trying to see what is it they're at, like what did they actually address with the body, like the body uppercut? Because to me, it looks like it's the same animation. Like, am I bugging on that? Oh, I think the range. Okay. That's what it is. It's the range of the punch. It's the range. Okay. That's what they fixed. It was the range of the punch. Got you. Okay.
You know.
Got you. Okay. It was the range of the punch. Got you.
Been looking at where we felt one or two might be a little bit overpowered, like the back step straight, for example.
I like that new animation. It's like boom and then he slides back.
And you know, we've also made some nuanced changes as well with the actual fighter physics. So, for example, you know, we've been adjusting the distance between fighters just so that
look at how smooth that is.
As well with the actual fighter physics. So, for example, made some nuanced or the body uppercut, and you know, we've also
look at how smooth that is.
As well with the actual fighter physics. So, for example,
okay, he's still cocking back with that straight. I don't like that. I'm still not a fan of that cock back. I think it should be like more of like a straight, like you're following through it. I don't like that. But look at how fluid it is, though. Look at how smooth that is.
And we've also made some nuanced changes as well with the actual.
Look at how he's just slipping back. It's effortless. He just bong, slipping back, slipping. It's effortless. Look at that. Hold on. You know I gotta slow it down. Look at how he just seamlessly just slip. He just slip back. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. Slip. You see, but okay, that's a major change. That's a major change. Y'all don't know how much of a difference that actually makes. Because before, it wasn't like that. When you slip, you come back, it's like a slight pause before you can slip again. It's like a slip, then I can slip. Now it's like boom. It's constant. It's not a pause in between your slips. I could slip, roll, slip back, slip again. It's constant. It's a more effortless motion. It's all in one motion. There we go. It's all in one motion. Versus before, I gotta slip, I wait, slip, I wait, slip, I wait. Now it's just like you know what I'm saying? It's a smoother transition. I love that. Let's go, Undisputed. That's what I'm talking about.
Physics. So for example,
look at the combination. Look at the combinations
between fighters, just so that punches can land cleanly. And when it
that's
feels
a good
like
uppercut.
Really
That's a good uppercut.
Shot, we wanted that to feel devastating because that's how it is in boxing, right? When someone lands a big shot, you want to be able to
fix the uppercuts because the uppercuts was not that sharp.
A clean shot. We wanted that to feel devastating because that's how it is in boxing, right? When someone lands a big shot, you want to be able to feel that, and that's something that we've been really focused on because some of the feedback we've been getting about the game is that whilst it is a very technical game, the actual big knockouts and big shots don't always come across that way. So we've spent a lot of time essentially making those punches look better, the reactions look better as well. But I think more importantly, we've improved the underlying systems that kind of use all of that as a base. So everything from the physics, how the fighters move, the punch targeting. So we've really gone into the really granular level to make sure that the game feels good, it plays good, and it's satisfying when you punch somebody in the face.
Those changes sound fantastic. I've really seen the community voice their concerns about this. So it's really cool to see that, we've been making these changes in the game. Another concern that I've seen with the community is in regards to the impacts of punches on stamina and how that impacts the rest of the fight or how that impacts the fight as it's happening. What are we doing to actually improve that part of the game?
One of the things we really want to do is show the damage that players are causing to their opponents. Also, we really want to make sure that players are...
That's what I'm talking about. You see how seamless his defense is? You was not able to do that in Undisputed before. That's why I said it's a big difference. I'm sorry for keep pausing it, but look at how seamless he's able to, you know what I'm saying? Because again, when you're right here, it's a pause. You have to wait. Then you're able to slip again. Now it's just boom, 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 right? You're able to consistently slip punches if your opponent is just bong, 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 bong. You know what I'm saying? Watch, look. He slipped once, then he slipped again, then he slipped again. That is beautiful defense. Then he slipped again. You was not, oh my God, that's beautiful defense, bro. That is beautiful defense. That's beautiful defense.
We really want to make sure that players are conscious of the punches they're throwing, right? So one of the things we've done is we've improved the the fighter physics system, which is tied to the state that fighters are in during the fight, which means that fighters are visibly more unsteady and when they're in low stamina or low health states. What that does is it really kind of amplifies that when you punch someone, it's really having an impact on someone. We've also overhauled that arm fatigue system, which punishes players for throwing excessive same-hand punches in a short space of time. In the live game, players who do this see their punch speed increasingly slow. We didn't think that felt authentic, so we made it so the amount of recovery frames between each punch animation increases. It means there's still an opportunity for their opponent to counter. It means that punches still look and feel realistic. We've also made it so gas fighters also use arm fatigue as well.
That's really amazing to see
arm
and hear.
fatigue.
Made it so opponent to counter. Punch animation increases. It means there's still an opportunity for their opponent to counter. It means that punches still look and feel realistic.
Okay.
Their opponent to counter. It means that punches still look and feel realistic. We've also made
So
it so gas
they
fighters also
reset.
use arm fatigue.
They reset every time you throw. It's not just like a. No, it's a then you versus before it's you like you're just sitting there just spamming it. Now it's like a reset. It's a. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah.
As well.
That's really amazing to see and hear because, regarding that arm fatigue, the overhaul to the arm fatigue system, it just makes it look better aesthetically. It helps with the gameplay flow, but it also keeps people from spamming one punch over and over and over again. So I absolutely love that change that has been made when it comes to the arm fatigue system. So what can you tell us about the player's ability to punish mistakes and the improvements on how the punch impacts feel?
So look, that's a super important aspect of the game. I feel like with Undisputed in the current live build, it is almost too free-flowing, where at times it can look a little bit rock'em sock'em, where those impactful punches aren't really making a huge difference to the opponent. So we really wanted to change that so that it's more of a controlled experience in terms of like if you're getting hit during you throwing a punch and you've been hit with a big counter, like that should stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
And I think the current build didn't really show that very effectively. So we've made some changes where counter punches are more impactful. You do have to think about what punch you're going to throw next.
Thank you.
And you won't just continually be able to throw punches whilst you're getting hit. So that's a big improvement we feel that we've made to the game. But not only that, in terms of the in-ring mechanics, we've also changed the camera angles and some of the visual effects. So I'm pleased to say there's a new default camera, which essentially is more of an in-action camera, which really shows some of the visual effects around the punches, especially power punches and counter punches as well. And it just feels more cinematic, where you can really see the sweat flying off, the ripples in the skin when the punch lands. So it's just a more engaging experience, but also we're not removing anything, right? So if you still prefer the zoomed out view, then you can absolutely play with that.
Yeah, all of that sounds absolutely amazing. It feels good when playing it as well. Tom, can you talk about things that have been worked on around punch reaction and blocking?
Yeah. So hit reactions have changed a lot. We've added we've improved our fighter model physics, which means that we've added realistic secondary motion to fighters. You'll see this a lot when fighters get hit. The amount of movement also increases as fighters' stamina and health decreases, which means they're more reactive to a punch later in the fight, just like they are in real life. One of the things we've done is box changed a little bit. So we've increased the block health regen and made it so that when someone blocks a punch, they now move as a result of it, as does the guard, which is a lot more realistic. When you're getting punched and you block it, you do expect that you're going to move. We've also introduced more animated hit stuns and stumbles and increased the rate that those happen, so there's a lot more diversity of stuns, so we really think it helps sell the impact of well-placed punch.
Yeah, it's all like super fun and like the gameplay just feels fluid. I've actually been lucky enough to play this version of the game, and just my ability to slip and roll punches and then rely on my block and have that kind of the stamina kind of go up, and then the block regen come up a little bit, much more quicker than it did before. It just gives me this ability to kind of stop the checkmate that would sometimes happen, unfortunately, when playing how the live game is, where you can get the block, the block stamina down all the way, and your stamina is low, and then now you can't really move your head effectively, you can't block effectively, and then you have to deal with that. But one thing that's cool is that it's not just heavily focused on that. It also has a flip side to it, right? Because the stamina when it comes to punching, that's also being comes back much quicker as well. So it gives the offensive fighter or the attacker more agency to choose how they do their offense, and the fun element of just kind of trying to, like, the chess match of trying to outmaneuver or outthink your opponent with those tools that are afforded to both the defensive fighter and the offensive fighter. I think it just makes the game, it almost changes the game, the meta of the game, and makes it really, really, really fun. So with all that being said, will all of this stuff be in the 1.0 update when the game launches?
Yeah, I can confirm all the changes we've talked about just now will be in the launch version of Undisputed. I guess one of the key things around going from early access and even version 1 of the game is the fact that we will continue to update Undisputed, even past obviously version 1. And I guess the obvious thing with Undisputed is this is our first title as a studio. And essentially this is our first shot at a boxing game, and I think for us the key thing here is, like, this is an evolving game. We'll continue to make those improvements, listen to fan feedback, and we know everything's not going to be perfect during this entire process. Like, there's franchises out there that have been going for decades, right? And they still make those improvements after each iteration. And this is our very first one, but we're very, very happy, delighted with the changes that we've made. Some of the feedback that we've been getting again from this change that we've made now, like reading comments and seeing comments like, this is the best version of the game they've played, or this is the best boxing game that people are now playing. So it's really encouraging to see the changes we've made to Undisputed, and I can't wait for players to get their hands on the changes that we've made.
So in conclusion, what are my thoughts about the overall update, about the overall roundtable? What is my overall thoughts and opinions? There's definitely a lot of improvements that have been made to the game. We are in May, so these are improvements that they improved just for the time being. So a lot of these improvements that they have made, there could be a lot more improvements when the game comes out, or by the time the game comes out. This is only just, for right now. And mind you, career mode came out in February, if I'm not mistaken. So March, April, May. So that's just that's 3 months of just work. 3+ months of work, because who knows when they actually started working on these things. But I could expect by the time the game comes out, it can be just as I imagine it would have been a different game. Like, of course, the mechanics and stuff like that plays a major part, but I believe as far as the flow of the game, that would be different. And you can already see it now that it's different. Just from the head movement, the slips, and how you can actually slip on a consistent basis. It's a slip. It's not just a slip, pause, then I'm able to do it again. No, it's consistent. You're able to consistently do it. It's more impact on the punches. It's just an overall better experience. And these are the things that I needed, or we needed, for Undisputed to be a better boxing game. And it seemed like SCI took that to heart, and they really honed in on the gameplay, because as you can see, they made some really good changes to the gameplay. I don't know if they're gonna make another dev roundtable. I would expect so, and if they do, I want to know what kind of or what more changes will they make to the game. But on that note, if you are new to the channel and you enjoy any of this content, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below. What are y'all thoughts about this new Undisputed update or this new dev roundtable from Undisputed, and how did y'all like or dislike the improvements that Undisputed has made, and do y'all believe that Undisputed is going in the right direction? Leave it down below and let's talk. But if you are new, make sure you hit that red button that says subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And like always, it's your boy Remy, and I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.